Hi, my name is Alex. Why does being a HHA, male home health aide, suck? Here's the reason why it sucks. Quick, fast reason. A female aide, okay, can pick between a male and a female to take care of. So a female aide can work with both male and female patients. A male aide, however, can only work with male patients. All right, so already you're limited to a small pool of clients to take care of. Female aides just have more options in terms of who they can take care of, etc. To make things worse, okay, so now your pool of patients is lower than a female aide, but to make things even worse, those patients, those clients, can pick who they want to work with them. So they can either pick a female or a male. Let me tell you from my experience working as a HHA for 2 years that most male clients, even if they need a male aide to take care of them because of heavy lifting and all that other stuff, they're going to pick a female HHA just because they feel comfortable having a woman take care of them. They like the fact that a woman can, they don't feel comfortable with a man touching them, especially when it involves personal care. Most male clients will pick a woman. Even I would pick a woman. I mean, if I was sick and I had to pick who to take care of me, I'd probably pick a woman. You know, so now your pool has gotten even smaller. Okay. Now, what happens is the reality of it. Okay, the classes are free. Okay, that's what drew me in. Also, what drew me in was that I looked in the newspaper and there's lots of HHA jobs, lots of places looking for HHAs, lots of agencies. That's also what drew me in. So also, I guess I would have to admit that I had thought that if I became an HHA, I go to these classes, there's going to be lots of women, and there were lots of women in there, you know. So I got to admit, I was seeing it as an opportunity to go on a date, maybe meet some girls, you know. But a lot of the women are over 40. The younger ones are usually married with kids, overweight. I mean, there's something wrong with overweight, but I'm just saying that's pretty much what you have to pick from. And they know that your job sucks. They know that you're HHA. You're not making a lot of money. They know it, you know. So you're not going to get any points for being. They probably would rather date somebody working at McDonald's than to date you. I mean, if it's about money, they're not interested. So you're gonna. So please don't see it as a dating opportunity. The women are just not. They're just not dateable, and so don't join this for that reason. So yeah, pay sucks. You get very little hours. You call an agency up. Hey, you got any work for me? And that's how it works. These agencies function as a temp agency. Let me repeat that. They work as a temp agency. They claim to be steady. It doesn't matter how big the agency. It doesn't matter how small the agency. They all function as a temp agency, merely because you're a guy and because your choices are limited. So when you call them up, hey, you have any work for me? I think the worst hours I heard of was 2 hours a day. Okay, sometimes you get crazy. The craziest hours. I'm talking about hours where you're not even working much. 4 hours for like 3 days. Minimum wage. You can't even afford to pay for food or pay your bills. Oh man, that's not even enough to take the train. I work in New York. So we're talking about very little hours, very little pay. These agencies work as they work like temp agencies. Sometimes you get steady work, sometimes you get lots of hours, sometimes you get good pay. Rarely does that happen. Most of the time you're getting very little hours, very little pay. So if you're looking for a temp job, perfect. This is perfect for a temp job. If you're looking for something to put on your resume, if you're thinking of being a nurse, something much bigger, this is great. I mean, if you think about it, you're only working 4 hours, less than 20 hours a week, and you can put this on your resume, and it'll look good. So you're looking for work that's not a lot of hours that you can put on your resume easy, piece of cake. So as a temp job, great. Steady work to pay the bills, buy food, horrible, bad, worst. Um, you might meet a few home health aides that make good money, but they're rare. I make good money as a HHA now, but I had to look extremely hard for that work. And it's been about a year and a half, 2 years that I've been doing this, and only once did I find work that paid above minimum wage and had lots of hours. And I'm working at there now. This is the job I'm doing now. So that's my advice. I hope it's helped out. I know it looks like there's lots of work for it. I know that you find it in the newspaper. I know the classes are free. But my advice is if you're looking for steady work, something to pay the bills, put food on the table. Oh, one more thing. If you're looking, if you're in a very desperate spot, like you're homeless or you're just trying to find a job where you can do a live-in. Maybe you're thinking of relocating, but you can't afford rent, whatever. The only way you can really make money doing this is to live with the client. When you live with the client, live in their home like every day. And most of the live-in positions offer 7 days a week. You don't have live-in positions where it's 5 days a week. We're talking about steady living with them. Most of the time, that's the only option you have. Sometimes, rarely do you get like maybe a 5 days or even 2 days live-in position. But each day you work there, you make on average about $100 to $110. That may sound like a lot, $100 to $110 a day. But a lot of the times you're literally working 24 hours, day and night. You wake up at night and have to work. They got to go to the bathroom, etc., etc. So it's not, you're getting paid like less than $5 an hour, about $5 an hour to work 24 hours. But in terms of what you get at the end of the week, your paycheck, I mean, you're making some good money. And you don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay for transportation because you're living with them. So I would say the only opportunity you have to make money, a sizable income where you could do it for like a year and then bounce after that and you have lots of money in your bank account, is a live-in position. That's HHA is good for doing live-in positions. And usually these people do need guys. So I would say if you're thinking about making money, you want to do a live-in position, you want to live with them 7 days a week, you don't mind, that situation, do it. Get into it, It's great if you don't want to pay rent and you want a roof over your head and you make money and avoid transportation. It's good. I mean, you could do it for like a year or whatever. But, you got to look hard. You got to go to each agency, apply with them, ask them if they have live-in positions. You got to be aggressive about that. So that's my advice. I hope it's helped out. Good luck in your job search.